Hello there, and welcome to another episode of our Wizard101 Let's Play. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. So, this episode, we're just going to keep going through, picking up side quests, talking to Sergeant Muldoon eventually. Why they're showing that. At the end of the last episode, we saw that Ambrose had something for us, but yeah. So there's a few things in here that I'm going to pick up. I'm going to go talk to Idor real quick.
Greetings, young wizard. So, you're interested in learning about crafting? Wonderful. Let's get started with your first lesson. The first rule is to have a clean, well-lit place to work. For that, you'll need a basic crafting table. I'm happy to make you one if you can gather the supplies. We'll need some mistwood. You can find mistwood growing all over Wizard City. Bring the mistwood back to me, and we'll soon have you a nice new place to work.
The reason I wanted to grab that is because when I started up, I saw some mistwood right here. So, easy enough. Oh, good. Seems to be working at the moment, at least.
That mistwood should do nicely.
Miss Tangletree gets to work with hammer, plane, and saw. In a few moments, you have a nice little work table.
Now, with a basic crafting table, you have a place to work.
And
now, with your work table, you can begin to learn the fine trade of crafting, making your own items. First, you should place the basic crafting table in your dorm room or castle. Your first assignment is to make 2 daggers of absolution. You should have no difficulty. You'll need to buy a recipe from me and then gather the required ingredients. When you've got all your ingredients, use your basic crafting table to make the athames. When you have made 2 daggers of absolution, bring them back to me and I'll award you a novice crafter badge. So remember to bring them here when you're finished. Good luck. I can't wait to see them.
And it's at this point that my game, like on another character, I couldn't turn this in. I had created the daggers and I couldn't turn it into Eudora for some reason. I'll be interested to see if that happens again. Now, we have, like she said, we have to buy it from her. We have basically everything we need except for black coal and sapphire, which, if I remember correctly, I don't think you can actually find these like as reagents to pick up. I don't know for sure, so don't quote me on that. But you can always just buy them. So let's see, 2, 4, so I need to buy 4 and 8. You can always just buy them from this guy, from the person that is almost always standing right next to the world's crafter. So, 8 black coal and 4 sapphires. Easy enough. Sometimes there's a reagent back there. Very, very rarely, but sometimes. Okay, gonna go ahead and grab Gloria's quest.
Ah, you must be the new student I've heard so much about. I can see by the gleam in your eye that you're bound for great things. I want to fashion you a proper set of magical robes. They'll help you on your journeys and look good too, if I do say so myself.
I'm actually quite curious to see what the Death School robes are gonna look like. Because I did fire, and I liked them. I think I've worked on ice. I didn't, but anyway.
But the gobblers ate all my supplies. I'll need you to get some more so I can make the robes for you. I'm sure you can do it easily. I'll need good cloth, Shawls from the haunted minions on Triton Avenue will serve nicely, along with fabric from Fire Elf hats in Firecat Alley. Finally, I'll need good leather. The belts the Cyclopes wear will be perfect. You can get some in Cyclops Alley. Go forth, young wizard.
See, this is what I mean. This is level 10 gear for your school only, and looks like this one gives death defense, which isn't bad, mainly because a lot of enemies in Wizard City, there's a decent amount of death school enemies, so it's not bad. It's a decent upgrade for your level 10 gear, and it's free. So now, for this quest, you can just like go into the various places and take out the enemies. I'm not going to do that right now. I mean, our character is level 6 at the beginning of level 6, so I have time. Like, we have a lot of time, but I will take care of it soon. Did I forget? Oh my god, I completely forgot about the Unicorn Way Smith. Wow, that's kind of interesting. 'Cause here's the old Dale, or Old Town Smith. Okay, I completely forgot about that. But anyway, we're gonna head back. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and teleport over there. We're gonna head back to the Commons. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go ahead and get the Unicorn Way. Yeah, Penny does have a little quest for us. Actually, let's go ahead and grab her too.
Hi again. I got all those pets safely back to the pavilion, but now I've got another problem. My enrollment application is missing. I came here all the way from Marleybone to study under the great necromancer Malistaire Drake, who's apparently evil now, and they lost my forms. The headmaster's office is packed to the brim with students, and I don't know what to do. Do you know if there's a registrar we could talk to?
Yes. I am actually going to do this real quick, mainly because the quest that she gives you after this is helping her with an assignment. And one of the things you have to do is fight some lost souls. And I'll be going back to Unicorn Way anyway to grab the smith there, so might as well.
What brings you by, wizard? A registration form for Penny Dreadful? I'm afraid I don't see it here, which means either she didn't submit one, or it has been moved to the Archivium Malatorium, where it is guarded by the Mad Wraith. We care about protecting personal information.
And if I'm not wrong, in the beginning of the game, back in like 2008, 2009, you actually had to go somewhere and fight something. I don't remember exactly, but because I know that they revamped Wizard City a couple of years ago. So,
or it's on Headmaster Ambrose's desk and he just hasn't gotten to all his paperwork this week. Check with him before trying anything else.
But I'm like 90% positive you actually did have to fight like a Mad Wraith or something. Again, yeah, don't quote me on that. I am absolutely not an expert when it comes to Wizard101. But again, Ambrose does have... He also does have a few things for us, which again are pretty... You'll see.
Penny Dreadful? Of the Marleybone Dreadfuls? Why, I taught her adopted parents. Wonderful students. Now, let me find her application. Let's see. Papers to grade, budgetary proposals. Oh, a live frog. Duncan Grimwater's Ode to Malistaire, verses 1 to 5. Here we go. Stamped and approved. But I'm afraid this delay has left her rather behind in her coursework. After the fall of the Death School, I moved the students to independent studies. Take this assignment to Penny. Oh, perhaps you can help her catch up.
And then he does have a couple of these. He has Diego the Duel Master, which I don't think actually does anything.
I want you to introduce yourself to Diego the Duel Master. He manages the arena. The arena is just inside the entrance to Unicorn Way, on the right.
I mean, it's not a bad thing to pick it up. The other one's Pet Sounds. This is where they explain
Wizard,
pets to you.
I've heard you rescued an assortment of pets from old Judd. Do you still have the one you adopted? If so, do make sure to visit Milo Barker in the Pet Pavilion. He can walk you through everything you need to know about raising, training, and improving your pet.
All right. Might as well grab that. I'll do it later. All right. Gotta talk to Penny.
My application? Oh, thank you. And independent study, huh? I just enrolled and I've already got homework. But if you're willing to help me, maybe we can get this done real quick. It can't be any harder than fighting a zombie, right? Let's see. The assignment is called Battle Tactics of the Undead. Guess we'll be fighting all the zombies. Normally, it says we'd be granted access to the sealed caves. But, that ship has sailed. The undead are everywhere now. I think the best way to do this is for both of us to fight everything on this list and compare notes. We'll have more reliable observations that way. Fight lost souls, skeletal pirates, rotting fodder, and field guards, and then meet me back here.
See, both of these we can find in Unicorn Way.
This quest has multiple simultaneous objectives. You can see them all by opening your quest log and pressing the arrow keys on this quest. Use these arrow keys to select the objective you wish to complete first, and the quest arrow will point you to it.
Well, like I said, we're heading back to Unicorn Way to pick up the smith that I somehow missed there. No idea how, but I did miss one, so... Anyway, we'll also talk to Diego. I mean, it's you know, not a whole lot of experience, but it is experience. So I think he really just introduces himself here.
Greetings. My name is Diego Santiago Corriquez Ramirez III, champion duelist.
The Duel Master bows with a great flourish of his cape.
The arena is a wondrous place. Students come here to hone their skills with magic, practice against others, and gain endless glory and fame. To try your hand against your classmates, enter the arena and step into the duel circle.
Something I have never done. I don't really enjoy player versus player content, so this is not something I've ever tried, and I probably won't ever really try it, to be honest. Ooh, another water lily. Nice. Alright, let's see, just need a lost soul, and then a skeletal pirate. No. So I could go for the heal, but no. Alright, that's a lost soul, and now a skeletal pirate. Should just be right up here. There we are. Not too shabby. Let's go ahead and hit this one with a ghoul. Oh, come on, really? At least they fizzled too. That is the Skeletal Pirate. And that is all we'll be doing now. I mean, the next one we'll be getting is the Rotting Fodder in Triton Avenue, but that's gonna take a few minutes before. I mean, I'm gonna have to head back and pick up the actual story quest for that stuff. So, oh right, completely forgot. Almost forgot again. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab the Unicorn Way Smith. Should just be. What did I say? Ooh, wait, no, what is that? I thought I saw something. Oh, you know what it was? It was the floating names of the enemies. I thought I saw like a wooden chest or something. Because if you get close enough, it'll, you know, in big white block lettering, it'll say wooden chest. But yeah, whatever. Like I said, back to the hedge maze area. Oh, there, see, wooden chest. Alright, he's on the left side. There you are, friend. Excellent. So that is that. What else do we got? We have a few things. Mainly, I'm just going to be doing some side quest stuff. It kind of depends on how far we get. How far I get into the side quest stuff, but... once we hit level 7, we'll be able to talk to Lucky Hookline. And then we'll do some fishing. Anyway. Let's go ahead and turn this book in.
You say you are returning a book that someone dropped? You are quite a good sport to take time out of your day to do that. Thank you for doing that.
Hey, it's free experience.
Oh, hang on there. This book does not belong to the library. Inside the cover it states property of Sabrina Greenstar. She probably dropped it on her way to the fairgrounds. You best give it to her yourself.
Okay. I do know exactly where she is. We're going to ignore this. The Carpe Diem Society is a event quest, and while I am high enough level to do a portion of it, I don't really want to take the time to do that right now. Maybe when the character's much higher level and it pops up again. But yeah, I'm just not going to deal with that right now. Here's Sabrina. She also teaches you...
You are returning the book
well,
I left
you'll
on
see
a
in a
bench?
second.
I didn't have one with me today. Maybe I lost it last week. Oh, that book. I gave that one to Regina for her to use as research for a science project. She's just inside Gollum Court if you want to give it back to her.
Sure. See, she is a trainer, but only for level 10 spells and the respective 80% shield against damage. So when we hit level 10, I can come by and pick up the death shield. I'll never use it, but yeah. It is kind of a funny little bit of, not trivia, I guess, but out of the 7 schools, first off, there's no balance shield. So there's only 6 ones available. But they all, you know, it's all Life Shield, Myth Shield, Fire Shield. They all share the name of their school of magic, except for the Ice School, which is a snow shield. Kind of interesting. Anyway. You should remember Sabrina as the girl that wants us to conquer, or to take on the Golem Tower.
I left my book on a bench? What book?
Her eyes get big when you hand her the book.
Oh, yes! This has all the notes I was taking on my science project. I'm sure glad you found this. It was a lot of work for me. Thank you ever so much.
See, again, nice little bit of experience. I guess I could go ahead and go talk to Milo. He has a few things that he's going to give us, which are good for getting some decent pet snacks. but honestly, it's not all that important. If you know how to, if you know pets, like if this isn't your first time playing the game and you know pets, like how they work, how to breed them, how to train them, and stuff like that, But if you don't, then get ready to sit through some dialogue. This might take a minute. More than a minute. It's gonna take a little while, to be honest.
Why, hello there, my fine young friend. Have you by any chance participated in the dynamic display that is the Wizard City Pet Pavilion?
Not on this character, but I have on others.
It's a captivating cavalcade of prodigious proportions. Near this very spot are fine vendors of pets and pet provender. That splendid structure over there is the hatchery. The Pet Derby offers all manner of enticing entertainment and delightful distractions for wizard and pet alike.
And see, he has 2 other quests, Hoard of the Rings and Wizard's Best Friend. Obviously I'm going to grab both of them, but...
Intrigued by the fantastic world of pets, young wizard? Capital! But there's more to pets than snacks and games. They have special abilities. A good pet has eyes and ears, far more sensitive than yours or mine. They can sense things we can't. An ideal trick for any scavenger hunt. I've buried metal rings in the commons and the shopping district. Want to see if your pet can find them? Good hunting!
This quest requires you to have a pet and guide it to each goal. If you have a pet, equip it from the pet tab in your spellbook. With a pet equipped, you can control it directly. Click the pet button on the bottom left of the screen, then press the pet mode button. Playing as your pet will make certain items and objectives available that weren't before. But likewise, pets can't talk to most people or engage in wizard duels. You can play as your pet until its happiness runs out. Replenish happiness by feeding the pet snacks. Now use your pet to find those metal rings.
Easy enough. And what's the other one?
Might I be of some service?
Right.
Educating you in matters relating to pets and their profound possibilities.
Alright, this is one. Basically take a tour around the Pet Pavilion, learning everything about the Pet Pavilion.
The Wizard City Pet Pavilion has experts aplenty. They'll merrily monopolize your concentration with a wealth of useful information. Speak to all of them. You could start with my little green friend, Sir Nigel Higginbottom. He'll tell you more and set you upon the right path.
And to be completely honest, I could use a little bit of a refresher course on how some of this stuff works. If you allow in-person hatching, then when a player wants to hatch with one of your pets in the kiosk, I'm going to say no at the moment, mainly because whenever I'm playing on this character, I'm going to be recording, and I don't really want to pop up to say, like, hey, someone's wanted to hatch with your pet. So, no, we're not going to do that for now. But I'm going to go ahead and offer up Princess Luna here, because she has some decent talents that I feel like people might go for. So offer her up. Oops. The main reason is because whenever someone hatches with your pet, you get these hatch peppers. I don't really know what these are for. Maybe I'll get an explanation following this quest.
Why, hello, wizard. Come to learn about training pets, have ye? Allow humble Nigel here to point you in the right direction. Over there you have the hatchery, where Dr. Perot can tell you all about developing your pet's abilities across generations. In these here shops you have Tennant and Lowe, who sell new pets and pet eggs, and Dusty and Jackie, who sell pet snacks. Go speak to each of the experts, and once your knowledge of pet raising is complete, I'll tell you how to win arena tickets by racing in the Pet Derby.
Something I remember doing like once or twice, 15 years ago, or however long ago, but haven't done since.
And you can speak with my associate, Mr. Barker.
So, go ahead and talk to the good doctor. This is where you go for like in-person hatching. So, and he'll explain that.
What are you waiting for? Take a seat in the hatching machine and we'll get started. Where's the other pet? Oh, my mistake. You're not a pet. Serves me right for not paying attention. That would have been a disaster. This is the hatchery, where pets can hatch new pet eggs. It's a remarkable process. Simply stand on the sigil near the hatcher and choose 2 adult pets you'd like to use. Then press the hatch button. If 2 wizards want to collaborate, both must stand on the sigil. Each can contribute a single adult pet. When you both press the ready buttons, voila! A new egg! If 2 wizards work together, they'll hatch 2 eggs. The egg will take after one of the original pets. Which pet and which trait? Who can say? Once the egg is hatched, your new pet is just a baby and needs to be trained and fed. You can train your pet with the mini-games offered in the pet pavilion. As you train your pet, it grows older and will develop new talents and powers. Pet talents help you in magical duels, while derby powers are used in the pet derby. Some rare pets are extremely powerful, with astonishing abilities. I really must get back to my work, so unless you're ready to hatch a pet...
So, like, an example is, these are the 5, you can have up to 5 talents, you get them, you obtain talents when you hit teen, adult, ancient, and epic, and mega. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. And then mega is where you get your last one. The only reason to ever hit ultra is if you're wanting to use a pet gem. I have one, I can't use it yet, but where some of these require you to be, your pet to be an ultra level. This one requires them to be ancient plus. I'll probably be attaching this one. The additional 5 defense will be nice. The Maycast spell is called Brace, which Maycast means your pet will cast it kind of randomly, or when certain things take place. Maycast Brace is an aura spell that makes it toward minus 20% incoming damage for 4 rounds. Fantastic, you know. So, but yeah. Derby powers, I don't ever use these, but because again, I don't really race in the pet derby, but that's what those are. And you gain them at the same time that you gain pet talents. Simple, pretty simple. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Tenet.
Welcome to our shop. This is the finest assemblage of exotic pet eggs you'll find. We have an inventory that ranges all across the spiral.
Indeed. You'll not find a better selection of pet eggs anywhere in Wizard City.
The spiral, that is. Anywhere in the spiral.
Really? I had no idea.
Like, just to give you an idea, these are some of the early pets that you can get. They're all really basic. But they don't cost a whole lot of gold. You know, some of them cost more than others. Fire Elf costs that much because it actually gives you a Fire Elf spell. And I guess Cyclops does too. So not bad. I do kind of remember like when this was like one of the only pets, the Piggle. I remember that. Anyway, this guy has, what does he have? Oh yeah, you can buy jewels from this guy. They're all, mainly, these are all pet derby jewels. But you do have those which aren't bad. Anyway, what was the other thing he had? Oh, the recipe shop, where you can, yeah, actually make a pet jewel. I didn't know you could do this, actually. I've not looked at it too in-depthly. But, like, you can, for these ingredients, you can create one random pet jewel that is specifically for the death school. So that's kind of cool. I actually didn't know you could do that. Maybe I'll have to remember that. Anyway, that is them. The other side are the pet snacks people.
Oh, a customer! Come right in. We have all manner of snacks for your pet. Whatever you need.
After your pet completes a training game, it will be hungry. You can reward your pet with a tasty snack. The type of snack you feed it will increase its abilities in some fashion. The exact ability and how much it improves depend on the type of snack and how much your pet likes it. Different pets like different snacks, so you should try a variety of snacks and see what your pet likes best.
And you won't find a better selection of snacks anywhere in the spiral. Guaranteed.
So, like, she has actual pet snacks. None of these are very good. Whereas Jackie, I believe, whoops. Jackie, oh, okay. What is this? Breadcrumb. These are all doodlefish that you need. Okay, that's interesting. Huh. But you can also have, she also sells, really? I didn't know that. She sells, recipes for some better treats. That cherry tomato, that's a really good one. Wow, I wasn't actually expecting that. But you need some pretty heavy stuff for it. 3 or 5 nature wrath treasure cards, a Bubba fish, and 5 pristine vials. And you have to be a master artisan. So I think that just generates 1. So it's kind of crazy. But anyway. So that should, whoops, that should be all of that. Let's go ahead and go talk to Nigel. I know this is probably not the most fun or entertaining thing, but it's kind of an MMO for you.
Your tour of the grounds and its services was as entertaining as it was educational. As I mentioned previously, it is my honour to offer a wide variety of fine and unique items in trade for arena tickets. You'll earn arena tickets if your pet does well in the pet derby, or you'll receive gold as a consolation prize. You can use arena tickets to buy things here, or from my friend Diego over on Unicorn Way.
And there are actually some interesting things that you can get for arena tickets. Mostly, I look at them more as cosmetics, but again, it's not something I've ever really used or done anything with.
Mr. Barker will no doubt wish to regale you with information about the wonderful world of the pet derby, so I won't detain you any further.
And then he's going to tell us more about the pet derby.
Well there, my prodigious prestidigitator. What did you think of our pet pavilion? I trust that my admirable associates bent your ear enough. Now that you've seen what wonders the pet pavilion offers, I encourage you to take advantage of the ample assortment of delightful diversions to train your pets. Your energy governs how often you may train your pet. It returns over time, but if you need more energy and cannot abide, you may purchase an energy elixir from the Crown Shop.
Highway robbery.
If you don't train your pet, it won't grow up. So it's very important to pay attention to your pet and train it as much as you can.
That's right. This is where he gives you...
If you've an interest in participating in the pet derby, I am just the fella you need to speak to. Just a moment, though. Before I set your precious pet upon the perplexing paths of our pet derby, I must ask that you avail yourself of the information provided in the 2 rule books nearby. One of the books is generous with guidance about practice matches, while the other volume summarizes those that are ranked. Go and peruse them at your leisure, and stroll on back to me when you're sufficiently schooled. In the ranked pet derby, your pet will race against other pets with prizes such as arena tickets or gold. The last place pet receives gold, while the other pets receive arena tickets.
Oh, so it's... Okay. So it's only the last place that gets gold. Okay.
Your pet's wins and losses are measured on your character sheet, and your pet will gain ranking in the pet derby based on its performance.
I might have to look into that a little bit more.
In the pet derby, you can race your pet in practice matches for fun, with nothing to gain or to lose. The practice pet derby is a good way to learn the course and obstacles for each different track, and see which track your pet is best suited for.
That actually is interesting.
Let me explain the basics of the pet derby so that I might enhance your experience. There's a lot to go over, so I recommend you make yourself comfortable and pay attention.
See, this is what I mean by taking a few minutes.
You can race your pet in the pet derby by going to one of the 2 book pedestals in the pet pavilion. One is for practice matches, the other is for ranked derby races. Practice derby races are classed by easy, medium, hard, and epic. You can create a new match, or you can quick join a match that has already been created. You will see the cross swords icon in the upper right corner of your screen when your pet is in the queue for a pet derby race. When the race is ready, you will see a screen letting you go to the arena. The goal of the pet derby is to come in first, steering your pet past obstacles and using your pet's derby powers against other pets. You can control your pet with the arrow or the WASD keys. It will go forward on the derby track automatically. Side arrows will make it switch lanes, and the back arrow slows it. The up arrow cheers your pet, making it go faster. The space bar helps your pet bypass obstacles, jumping or ducking each hurdle. You must time it just right. Hitting an obstacle slows your pet. Your pet's position in the race is displayed in the upper left corner of the screen. Under the position number is your pet's time for the race and what lap of the race you are on. On the upper right corner of the screen, the racetrack shows flags indicating where all the pets are on the derby track. Your pet's flag is largest, and its color matches the position number. Your pet has a resource called morale, displayed on the bar at the top center of the screen. Cheering your pet costs morale. Your pet gains morale when it successfully bypasses obstacles. Cheering costs different amounts of morale based on the terrain your pet is on. The cost is based on the terrain type and your pet's attributes. The attribute used has its icon next to the morale bar. Your pet's derby powers are the round icons in the top center of the screen, just below the morale bar. You can click these with your mouse, or you can use the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 keys to activate them. Derby powers can boost your pet's performance, hinder other pets, put obstacles on the track, force pets to change lanes, or other tricks. You can mouse over a power's icon to see what it does. Effects on your pet appear as icons on either side of your pet. Helpful effects are on the left. Bad effects are on the right. A countdown timer shows how long each effect remains on your pet. Try to steer your pet through the floating stars. They will give your pet speed bonuses and give your pet temporary immunity from other pet powers. Avoid bombs and banana peels. Bombs will slow your pet down, and banana peels will slow and cause your pet to change lanes. And now that you've done your homework, it's time to play. I'll wager you can barely contain your enthusiasm, so step right up, ready your pet, and let's go!
Maybe I'll do that at some point, but not right now. So that is that. Next thing kind of on the objective. I kind of want to go ahead and get this done. Yeah, there's 4 in the commons. I never remember exactly where these things are. Because I have done this before. I do not remember right off the top of my head where they all are. But anyway, the whole point of this is, click on that. You can offer a snack for happiness, inspect pet, or play as your pet. Costs 5 happiness per minute. But anyway, could have sworn there was one here, but no. Okay. So you start off with 50 happiness if you haven't fed your pet any snacks, specifically in that way. So here's the first one. They'll be kind of in out-of-the-way locations, if I remember correctly. I don't think there's one back here. No. But they'll be like behind houses, stuff like that. Yeah, there's not one there. Probably gonna have to give my pet something. Here's another one. I don't know if they randomized the locations. I don't think so. Because I know there's gonna be one up here. if I remember right, there was one it's either on this side or it's in the pavilion or the fairgrounds. Yeah, actually in the fairgrounds. And this last one I think might be over there. Again, I'm not entirely sure. I'll check behind these houses just to make sure it's not back here. Ah, here it is. That's those and cancel. Alright, so that is the 4, I believe that's the 4 in the commons. Okay, yep, all the other ones are in the shopping district. We'll grab them as well. What is our happiness at? 42, so not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get to a location where I can actually get in somewhere, because these hedges kind of block you. Can I do this one, maybe? Yeah, I think so. And it's right where one is. Awesome. So got that one. I don't think there's going to be another one right in here. There might be one on the... Yeah, there might be one on the other side. Oh, that's right. It's those type hedges that block you. Not these. Aha. That'll probably be it on this side of things. I want those deep mushrooms. So we're going to go ahead and cancel. Yeah, I want the deep mushrooms and mistwood. Nice. I see that. I don't really care that much. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Seriously? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, we got 2 that time. Nice. I feel pretty confident that there's not going to be one here, but I'll check. Yep. And I can't get out that way. Alright, let's see if we can find a way out. The other ones should be... Come on, really? There we are. The other ones should probably... Wait, what was that? Nothing? No, we've already been through here. But the other ones should be on this side of things, so... Let's check. More deep mushroom. Oh, here's our... Did I already grab him? I think so. There it is. The other one will most likely be on the other side. So I'm going to go back and grab these reagents. It's not much, but it is something. The other ones should be on this side. The idea being like they're kind of in the 4 corners of the zone, I think. Let's see. That is that. Now we can go back to Milo, finish that. Finish off this little quest. All of this is really just adding up, you know, experience adding up, so.
Ah, your pet found them all! Well done indeed! You never know what you might find if you keep your eyes open, and your pet's eyes too!
Yeah, you don't really have to worry about that too much. Mainly there's going to be quests that require you to use your pet in that way. That's pretty much it. But we got some nice stuff there. Taco, funnel cake, lollipop. good things to feed your pet to increase their happiness. So that is that. I'm gonna see about going ahead to do this. So we're gonna go home, go to our dorm. Set out our basic crafting set. Because I really want to see if this is going to screw me over. Like if it's not going to work. You know what I mean? So go ahead and make that one. Wait about 30 seconds to make the next one. It's going to take a second. Okay, so we did count it, so that's good. 1 of 2. 10 more seconds. Does this actually do anything good? No, it's just 20. That's not that great. That is our second one. And that should be good. So now it says talk to Eudora. I'll be interested to see if it actually, well, if it actually works, to be honest. Anyway, onward we go. So let's see. If it worked, she'll have, yeah, if it worked, she will have a gold question mark over her head, or a yellow question mark over her head, instead of a gray one. For whatever reason, on another character, it was giving me gray. I don't know why. But, yeah, still don't know why. I know I could always contact, like send something to KingsIsle, like customer service, or the help email, whatever. Oh, good, it worked. Okay. That means I can do...
Have you brought the 2 daggers of absolution I asked you to make? Those are quite nice indeed.
Yeah, it's weird.
I am pleased to award you a novice crafter badge. Display it with pride. When you earn a new crafting badge, you can buy more advanced recipes, allowing you to create new and more powerful items.
And she also... And this also sends us to the next one.
I said I could get you started, and you've certainly grasped the fundamentals of crafting. That's all I can teach you. To become a master artisan, you must learn the crafting styles of all the worlds of the spiral.
Joy.
If you wish to continue your studies, you should go to speak with Woolyon in Krokotopia. He will be happy to continue your training.
Yep, but that is something that we're gonna have to wait about 10 levels to do, so hide. All right. Next order of business, is it still just gonna be Sergeant Muldoon? Yeah, you can't undo. So let's go ahead and talk to the sergeant and grab... Well, yeah, let's go ahead and talk to the sergeant, grab our first quest from him, which is going to be Trouble on Triton Avenue.
Triton Avenue's been overrun by the undead. I don't have any guards left to try and deal with it either. You're not the first student to offer help. 2 wizards named Griffinbane went in a little while ago, and there was another named Grimwater. But none of them have come out, and I've gotten no word. Can you help me try to find them? Good luck, and above all, be careful.
All right, that is probably where I'm going to wrap things up for this episode as well. We have our next heading. We have our next story quest, Trouble in Triton Avenue. I will be doing them in order, so it'll be Triton Avenue, Cyclops Lane, and then Firecat Alley. Speaking of which, I'm heading towards Cyclops Lane there. I want to be heading this direction. So yeah. But anyway, in the next episode we'll be heading into Triton Avenue and taking care of business there. So stay tuned. But anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, even if it was a lot of exposition, a lot of explaining things, I should be past all of that now. From this point on, it should just be completing quests, side quests, and battling monsters from here on out, I think. But anyway, as I was saying, if you enjoyed this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing to stay up to date for whenever new content is posted. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.